now talk about the feminist movements. So first, let us discuss first what is feminist movements. The feminist movement, also referred to as the women's movement, is a global social and political movement that seeks to address the inequalities and injustices experienced by women and marginalized groups due to systemic gender disparities. It encompasses a wide range of political campaigns and social efforts aimed at achieving equal rights and opportunities in areas such as maternity leave, equal pay, women's suffrage, reproductive rights, protection against sexual harassment and violence, and broader social justice. So, ang feminist movement, it talks about fighting for equality between men and women. It's like a group that is working to fix problems caused by unfair treatment based on gender. Taning a movement, this feminist movement believes that men and women should have the same rights and opportunities in all areas of life. The movement works to ensure that women and other marginalized groups have access to the same power, influence, wealth, and respect as men, and advocates for social reforms that challenge hostile, derogatory, and oppressive structures. Over time, feminism has evolved through multiple waves from the fight for suffrage and legal rights. So as I said kanina, feminist movement is about making sure that everyone has equal opportunities regardless of their gender. So now let's talk about the four waves of feminism. So the first wave of feminism, the origins of the movement took place in the late 19th and early 20th centuries and focused on political equality, ownership of property, inheritance, education, and ability to run in public office. The goal of this wave was to open up opportunities for women with a focus on women's suffrage. So the first wave of feminism was very crucial. Kaya imagine sa mga time wherein ang mga babae, they couldn't vote, dili sila maka-own properties, they couldn't get a good education. So, lisod kayo siya. So, the first wave of feminism's goal was to open up for opportunities para sa mga babae, which focuses on women's suffrage, which means mga babae to vote. Gusto nila na matagaan o same political power ang mga babae, same as the men. Access to education was also limited that time. So the first wave of feminism pushed for equal opportunities in schools, allowing women to learn and grow. And then the second wave of feminism. This movement took place in the 1960s and 1970s and focused on the issues of equality and discrimination, broadened the debate to include a wider range of issues: sexuality, family, domesticity, the workplace, reproductive rights, de facto inequalities, and official legal inequalities. It was a movement that focused on critiquing patriarchal or male dominated institutions and cultural practices throughout society. So the second wave of feminism went beyond just political rights. Wala lang siya nag-focus sa women's suffrage, but it focuses on wider issues such as the forms of discrimination nga gina-face sa women, parehas sa gender stereotypes, sexism, labi na sa workplace. So this wave also brought the issue over reproductive rights wherein ang mga babae nag-demand sila o control over their bodies and reproductive choices. The second wave of feminism fought for equality in the workplace, allowing women to have access to higher paying jobs and positions. So second wave of feminism, ang goal po niya is same as sa ano na magkaroon of access ang mga babae to have quality paying itong mga jobs. lang kay kanang sa mga low income na jobs. So let's proceed with the third wave of feminism. This is generally dated from the early 1990s to the 2010s when the rise of social media inaugurated fourth wave feminism. This wave also sought to be more inclusive when it came to race and gender. Intersectionally, intersectionality was being developed in this wave. So the third wave emerged in early 1990s to 2010s. On this wave, the third wave, ang intersectionality was developed wherein na-recognize that women's experiences are shaped by multiple factors including race, class, sexual orientation, and then kaninga wave it sought to be inclusive. It recognizes the diverse experiences of women from different background. It embraced the voices of women of color, including the LGBTQIA plus women, the trans women's, the trans women, and those women with disability. So the fourth wave of feminism began around 2010, born from the first three waves of feminism. It does share several similarities such as focus on women empowerment, intersectional experiences, and LGBTQ plus rights. However, it also advocates for trans inclusivity and body positivity. It characterizes the use of internet tools and intersectionality. So ang fourth wave of feminism, this was this emerged in 2010s and I believe it continues to evolve until today. So the fourth wave of feminism is intertwined with internet and social media. Nag-use ni siya of online platforms to raise awareness and mobilize women. It also focuses on transgender rights wherein gina-recognize niya that trans women are women and nag-advocate the fourth wave of feminism advocates for full inclusion sa trans women in the feminist movement. Also, the fourth wave promotes body positivity wherein women are encouraged to accept their body, love their body, and encourages women to embrace their bodies and all their diversity. So next will be the types of feminism. The first one is the liberal feminism. It focuses on attaining gender equality through legal and political reforms, advocating for women's equal rights in education, employment, and public participation. So, liberal feminism, it aims to achieve gender equality through legal and political reforms. It also advocates for having it was written there na nag-advocate for having equal rights for women in education, employment, and public participation. The second one is the radical feminism. It seeks to challenge and dismantle patriarchal systems that it views as the root of women's oppression, emphasizing the need for a fundamental restructuring of society. Nakabutang sa dira that it aims to challenge the patriarchal system. Because radical feminism believes that the patriarchal systems where ang mga men sila ang nag-hold of power over women is one of the root causes of women's oppression. So this also pulls radical feminism laban ang patriarchal system. Next one is the Marxist or the socialist feminism. It links women's oppression to capitalism and class structures, arguing gender inequality is deeply intertwined with economic exploitation and advocating for systemic change to address both. This type of feminism argues that ang main cause sa women's oppression is capitalism. It believes that gender inequality is not just about sexism, but also about economic exploitation. So, Marxist or socialist feminism links women oppression to capitalism and power structures, arguing that gender inequality is deeply intertwined with the economic exploitation and advocating for systemic change to address both. So, kaning nga type sa feminism, it argues that ang main cause sa women's oppression is capitalism. It also believes that gender inequality is not just about sexism but also about economic exploitation. This type of feminism also believes na ang solution is not just gender equality but economic restructuring para ma-address ang both class and gender oppression. So the next one is the cultural feminism, wherein it values and promotes traits traditionally associated with femininity, such as empathy and nurturing, which it believes should be recognized and celebrated rather than devalued. This type of feminism emphasizes the value of traits traditionally associated with feminism, with femininity, such as empathy. So, ang cultural feminism, insist nila na instead of trying to make women equal to men by adopting um, traits, male traits, cultural feminists wants that society should ma-recognize sa society and ma-appreciate sa society ang feminine qualities and they would see it as strength. So the next one is ecofeminism. It draws a connection between the exploitation of women and the degradation of environment, asserting that both stem from patriarchal and capitalist systems of domination. Ang ecofeminism, it connects oppression of women with destruction of nature. It also argues that the same systems, ang patriarchy and the capitalism, which exploits women, gina-exploit nila ang environment. The sixth type is the intersectional feminism, developed from the concept of intersectionality by scholar Kimberly Crenshaw. It emphasizes that women experience oppression in varied ways depending on their race, class, sexuality, and other social identities, and that these overlapping systems must be addressed simultaneously. So, kanina type, it highlights that it said there na women experience oppression differently based sa ilang race, sexuality, and other identities nila. In these types, it calls for a more inclusive feminist movement. The next one is the postmodern or post-structural feminism, where it critiques traditional notions of gender and identity, arguing that these are socially constructed and also reshaped by institutions. So, the last type of feminism is the black feminism or womanism. It centers on the unique experiences of black women who face both racial and gender oppression
gender-based discrimination, calling for an inclusive and culturally specific approach to feminism. Each type of feminism contributes to a broader understanding of gender equality and continues to shape the evolution of the feminist movement. So this type of feminism, it is said that it focuses on the unique struggles of the black women who face racial and gender oppression. Makita man nato in our days, karon it's very relevant. This issue is very relevant. Dahan kay racist sa palibot. So, black feminist emphasizes nga they need for a movement that address race, class, and gender simultaneously. So each of these feminist perspectives, each of these types, this contributes to the broader movement for gender equality, but they focus on different aspects of oppression and solution. Together, these different types of feminism would help the world to create a more inclusive and powerful movement for gender justice. That's all. Thank you.